So, students, welcome to the chemistry online classes. And now, today we will discuss the reaction with the metals. So, let us see that is reaction with metals. So, what happens when alkyl halides are treated with the metals? So, when alkyl halides are treated with the metals, so for example, sodium, etc., other than the potassium. So, here this reaction is called as Wurtz reaction, or it is also sometimes pronounced like Wurtz reaction. So here, let us say this. Wurtz reaction. So then what is Wurtz reaction? So here, when two same alkyl halides are treated with, when two same alkyl halides are treated with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, higher alkanes are formed. Higher alkanes are formed. Look here, when two same alkyl halides are treated with sodium metal in presence of dry ether, higher alkanes are formed. Look here, so it is, I will show here, that is Rx plus 2Na plus Rx. Two same alkyl halide when treated with sodium in presence of dry ether, it forms 2NaX plus Ra, it is called as higher alkene. It forms a higher alkene. I will give an example. CS3, CS2, Br plus 2Na plus CS2, CS3, dry ether. Look here, 2NaBr plus CS3, CS2, CS2, CS3, that is N-butane is formed. N-butane. It is called as Wurtz reaction. When two same alkyl halides are treated with the sodium metal in presence of dry ether, N-butane is formed. So therefore, here, so it is all that is low alkane reactions are completed here. Now let us see that is how the haloarenes are prepared. Preparation of haloarenes. Preparation of haloarenes. Look here. So the first method that is from hydrocarbons by electrophilic substitution reaction. By hydrocarbons, that is electrophilic substitution reaction. From hydrocarbons by electrophilic substitution reaction. Look here, students. Here, preparation of haloarenes from hydrocarbons by electrophilic substitution reaction. Here we are using this electrophilic substitution reaction code. Then what happens here? I will write the reaction first and I will show the statement. So look here, when toluene is treated with chlorine. So here toluene is treated with chlorine in presence of iron or in presence of FeCl3, that is halogen carrier. So it forms CH3Cl plus CH3Cl plus 2Sc. Look here. When toluene is treated with chlorine in presence of iron or ferric chloride, it forms, that is orthochlorotoluene. It is called as parachlorotoluene. And here these two can be separated because they are having different melting point. These two can be easily separated. But here, this iodocopones, that is iodoalines, are reversible. And here we have to use that is HNO3 or HiO4. And fluorocompounds cannot be prepared, they are highly reactive. So therefore, here, when toluene is treated with chlorine or mineralized bromine, in the presence of FeCl3 or Fe. The values that is FeCl3 or Fe. So it gives orthochlorotoluene and parachlorotoluene. It is also called as, there is 1,chloro-2-methylbenzene and then there is 1,chloro-4-methylbenzene. You may also write that is IUPAC. So this is one of the method here. So it is here, when toluene is treated with chlorine in presence of FeCl3 or Fe, it gives orthochlorotoluene and parachlorotoluene. It is the first method. It is called as electrophilic substitution reaction, where that is the reaction takes place in the benzene. It is called as electrophilic substitution reaction. So this is about the first method of preparation. Then you can also use Lewis acid as a catalyst. Then second one, very important one, that is called as Sandmeyer's reaction. Sandmeyer's reaction. So what is Sandmeyer's reaction? When primary aromatic amines are treated with sodium nitrate and HCl at low temperature, it forms benzene diazonium chloride. It is called as the diazonium salt. And this diazonium salt, when treated with cuprous chloride and HCl, or cuprous bromide and HCl, or in general you may say that cuprous halide, and then it is mineral acid, so it forms aryl halide, that is called as yellow. So this is called as Sandmeyer's reaction. Look here, when primary aromatic amines are treated with sodium nitrite NaNO2 and HCl, sodium nitrite, and then it is HCl. At low temperature, that is 273 to 278 Kelvin, it gives benzene diazonium salt, benzene diazonium salt, which when treated with cuprosylide and halogen acid gives arylite, or it is also called as halorine. Look here, it is a statement. Look here, source. So when primary aromatic amines are treated with sodium nitrite, NaNO2 and HCl at low temperature 270 to 278 Kelvin, it gives benzene diazonium salt, that is benzene diazonium halide, which when treated with cuprosylide and HCl, that is mineral acid, hydrochloric acid, then that is it gives arylite or halorine. So here I will write the general reaction. Look here. Primary aromatic amine when treated with NaNO2 and HX, NaNO2 and HCl, that is HX. So it forms benzene diazonium chloride. It is called as benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene diazonium chloride. And when this benzene diazonium chloride is treated with cuprosylide and HX, it gives arylite or halorine, or it is called as halorine. So this is a. I will show an example here. Look here. When this primary aromatic amine, it gives benzene diazonium chloride. Look here, students. When this primary aromatic amine treated with NaNO2 HX, it gives N2X minus benzene diazonium chloride. And I will write this reaction for here. I will write two types of reaction. Look here. If you use cuprosylide, if you write CuCl or you write CO2Cl2 and HCl, and then that is CO2 Br2, and then that is HBr. So then it forms chlorobenzene. It forms bromobenzene. Even I will give an example here. So here, when benzene diazonium chloride is treated with cuprous chloride and HCl, it forms chlorobenzene. And the same reaction when benzene diazonium halide is treated with cuprous bromide and HBr, it gives bromobenzene. So you write that any one reaction here. So here it is the reaction, and here this nitrogen gas is plus HCl, and here also it gives N2. And this reaction we also written in different ways. Look here, and this is for that is 3 marks. What is Sandler's reaction? When primary aromatic amines are treated with sodium nitrite and HCl at low temperature, so it gives benzene diazonium salt, which when treated with cuprosylide, that is and HX, it gives that is the arylite. So I have written that the general example, and also that I have taken example. And this reaction we also written differently. So look here, how this reaction will be also written. Look here. It is primary aromatic amine. Look here. And I will write O double bond ONOH, nitrous acid. Look here, son, nitrous acid plus HCl 272 to 278 Kelvin. Nitrous acid. This nitrous acid is obtained by heating NaO2 plus HCl. It gives NaCl plus HNO2, and this HNO2 is written like this. This HNO2 is written like this. Look at 1H2, 2H2, so it forms 2H2 plus, right, as it is. N double bond NCl, benzene diazepam chloride. Are it written as N2Cl. So it is here. And then the second step. When it is treated with cuprous chloride, you have also CuCl and HCl, it forms chlorobenzene and nitrogen sulfide. This is another type. You may write this also. And whenever this Na component HCl combines, it forms NaCl and HNO2. So here, during the time of this reaction, this nitrous acid can be prepared. Otherwise, it is unstable. Now, these two are the methods of preparation. Then what are physical properties? The physical properties are similar as that of haloalkenes. So here, haloarenes are colorless liquids having that is some that is haloarenes are having pleasant smell, and some are having that is pungent smell, and these are insoluble in water but completely soluble in organic solvent. And their boiling point goes on increases as the molecular mass increases, and as the branching increases, it goes on increases. Let us see some chemical properties. Chemical properties. First one, nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nucleophilic substitution reaction. So here, as already we studied in alkyl halides, that is haloalkenes. So here also it is same. But here, the nucleophilic substitution reaction of aryl halides are less reactive as compared to that of haloalkenes. So what is the reason here? So look here. Here, aryl halides are less reactive. Aryl halides are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. So aryl halides are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction as compared to that of alkyl halides. That is nothing but haloalkenes. Then what is the reason here? It is due to the following reasons. Number one, look here. Number one, due to resonance effect. So what is the resonance effect? So students, look here. In halogens, the halogen atom has electrons, and the electrons present on the halogen atoms are in conjugation with the pi electrons of the benzene ring, and therefore it acquires a partial double bond character. And due to this reason, so the halogen cannot be removed. It is very difficult to remove the halogen, and due to this reason, so these are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction as compared to that of haloalkanes. So let us say that is what is resonance effect? Due to resonance effect means what? So I will write here, look here. Look here. So the electron pairs are present on the halogens, and these are in conjugation with the pi electrons of this benzene ring, and it acquires a partial double bond character, and therefore when partial double bond character is there, the bond length decreases, and when the bond length decreases, that becomes that is 169 picometer, and therefore it is very difficult to remove that halogen. So here it is like this. Then after this it is called as a resonance. So look here, in halogens the electron will present on the halogen atom are in conjugation with the pi electrons of this benzene ring, and therefore this benzene ring acquires a double bond character. It has a partial double bond, and due to partial double bond, the bond length decreases. It becomes 169 picometer, and therefore it cannot be easily removed. It is very difficult. So therefore, these are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. It is called as you write after this. Here, I will write the reason. In halogens, look at the halogen atom is having electron pairs. In halogens, the electron pairs on halogen atom are in conjugation with pi electrons of benzene ring. Pi electrons of benzene ring, and it acquires a partial double bond, that is CCl bond, partial double bond, and the bond length shortens. and it is very difficult. Very difficult to remove halogen atom. Hence, these are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Look at it. In halogens, the electron pairs on the halogen atom are in conjugation with the pi electrons of benzene ring, and it acquires a partial double bond character, and the bond length shortens, that 169 millimeter instead of 177, and it is very difficult to remove the halogen atom, and these are less reactive towards the nucleophilic substitution reaction. It is the first reason. You have to write the resonance structure compulsory. You write up to this one. And now, what is the second reason? What is the second reason? Second one. Due to the difference in the hybridization or due to the type of difference in the hybridization of carbon atom, look here, due to the difference in the hybridization of carbon atom in CX bond. So here we know that in haloalkanes, look here students, haloalkanes, the CX bond is sp3. In haloalkanes, the carbon, here the carbon atom has the carbon atom of CX bond, the carbon atom of CX bond is sp3. sp3 hybridized. The CX, that is carbon atom of the CX bond is sp3 hybridized. While in haloarenes, the carbon atom CX bond is sp2 hybridized. It is the main difference here. sp2 hybridized. So here the sp2 hybridizes the carbon atom. The sp2 hybridizes the carbon atom has more S character, that is 33.33%. I think you know the percentage. That is S character 33.33, and is more negative or more electronegative, and is more electronegative or more negative, more electronegative. More electronegative, and here also the bond length decreases. So it is in case of the reason, remember, so it is the percentage of S character, here it is the percentage of S character. In sp3 it is 25% S character, and sp2 33.3%, and in sp it is 50%, as we was learned in PUC first year. So therefore, it is more electronegative, and therefore the in halorine the CX bond is more tightly held. Therefore, the CX bond is more tightly held, and is not easily replaced. Hence, halorines are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. So I will write here an example here. It is carbon. It is X. It is sp3 hybridization, and here these two reasons are more than enough. Look here, students. In haloalkanes, the carbon atom of CX bond is sp3 hybridized, while in haloarenes, the carbon atom of CX bond is sp2 hybridized. The sp2 hybridized carbon atom has more S character. S character is more. Here in sp3, S character is only 25%, and sp2 33.3, and sp 50%. More S character and is more electronegative. Therefore, the CX bond is more tightly held and is not easily replaced. It does not undergo substitution reaction. Hence, haloarenes are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. So therefore, here is an example. And then there is another one, that is third one, that is due to instability of phenyl cation. Due to instability of phenyl cation is not so important, due to instability of phenyl cation, and fourth one due to phosphorylation. So in the examination they may ask only these two, that is due to resonance effect and due to the difference in the type of hybridization of carbon atom. So these two only, and third and fourth are not so important. So students, in our next class we shall discuss about the chemical properties of these haloarenes. Thank you.